Good morning, everyone. I have so much to do today before I go to work tonight, so I thought I would take you along and do all the things I need to do with you guys. I've got to weed the top veggie patch ready for all the seedlings that I need to plant out eventually. I need to do a whole load of baking, and I think that's about it. So let's get to it. The first thing I wanted to jump on and talk to you guys about was the tomato plants. I've had a lot of people ask me why I put them in bags, and that is just to stop the birds and the caterpillars getting to them, and then I can get a good harvest of tomatoes. And I've noticed there's a few more I just need to bag up, so I'm going to get doing that. I need to water these seedlings before it gets too hot, otherwise I'm just gonna kill them. So I'm gonna water them now with what little water I have left in my rain tank. Okay, that is done, and now on to weeding that top flower bed, or veggie patch should I say, that I've been putting off for weeks and weeks. What it looks like, it is an absolute mess. We need to prune back the deceased branches on the tomato plant. We've got to weed, that lettuce might come up. We've got to pull all the snow peas down because that is a goner now that it's warming up, and then we've got to weed all this area and then weed in between the garlic, which is dying back slowly. Okay, it is much hotter than I thought it was, and I have not put sunscreen on, and I'm a redhead, so I'm gonna burn But I've done the veggie patch, it's all weeded, and I will show you what it looks like. Oh, I'm out of breath, but no more weeds. I've got the snow peas are gone. I might take the string down. Weeds, but I would love you guys' opinions. I am thinking about, depending if it will fit with this tree hanging over, putting a little arch away. I've got an arch packed away somewhere, and then having the cucumber climb over that, so then I've got more room to plant. Let me know what you think, if I should just keep the rope, the string there, and let the cucumber climb up the string, or if I should put an arch there. But let me guys know in the comments below. Okay, so there was 2 things I need to make. The first being my chocolate shortbread cookies. My kids absolutely love them, and we go through them so quickly, so I need to make a batch of those. And then I'm also going to make a batch of my homemade hobnobs, which are like oat biscuits. So I will tell you the recipe for the first one I make, and then I'm just going to make it so you can watch how it's done, and then I will put the recipe in the description if you would like to give this a try as well. So for the shortbread cookies, all you need is a cup of butter, half a cup of caster sugar, a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 3/4 cups of plain flour, and then half a cup of rice flour and choc chips if you want to add choc chips, or you can leave them plain. But yes, I will put the recipe below, and I'm going to go and get baking now. You just whack all the ingredients together and put it in a blender or mixer, or you can mix it by hand until it forms like a dough that will stick together when you form a ball. And that's pretty much it. And before I forget, we've got to line some trays. Now when you do mix it, if you find that it's still not sticking together and very crumbly, you can add more butter until it's the right consistency that you need. So with this, I'm going to add a little bit more butter just so we can get it to stick together. Okay, I've added a little bit more butter, and as you can see, it holds its shape, so it's ready to roll into balls and flatten into little cookies. I like to have a fork handy, and I will show you why. But you literally get a small amount and you roll it into like a little ball, and you just place them on your tray. I can do 3 in each row, and I think it's like 4 rows on each tray I can do. So let's get doing this. Cookies are all rolled into balls. We're going to take a fork and we are going to squash them down, and it gives them this nice little texture and makes them super round. Sorry, I have the hiccups. Have finished, we're going to transfer them to a cooling rack, and then I will show you the next step. So next, what we do is we have a bowl of caster sugar, and you literally turn them upside down, dip them in the caster sugar and put them back. My kids love it with sugar coated on the top, so that's what we do. Then you are left with beautiful cookies. Fortunately, I don't have time to make the other cookies because I literally have to go to work soon and I've still got to do a few more bits and pieces around the house. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe and stick around.